feel that all lives matter tonight. And one of the things that I feel like as I look at all lives matter as we get ready to go into 50 years after Dr. King's death, where do we go from here? And I feel that we go to the level of change. And all lives matter mean that the death of Robert Kennedy, the death of John Kennedy, the death of Malcolm X, the death of Dr. King, mean we're in a nation of cruelty, and we're in a nation that we got to go back to mental health. Anytime you got in one city and suburb, you got 800 people a month being killed by drugs and everything else. So by that happening, that lets you know we have a mental problem, because if a person so caught up on drugs that they take rat poison in order to alleviate their problem, we got a mental problem. We have a problem that our young folks is not getting any medication for their health. And what that really means is to cut the whole thing, not just black, white, but if you feel that you got to take some LSD, or you got to take some lace reefer chemicals, or you take some white elephant, which is elephant tranquilizer, that life don't matter because of the mental capacity of most of our people in America. Because the American government have low on the totem pole to deal with mental health. Some of the killing is mental health, jumping in front of trains because of the hallucination of the drugs, jumping off of bridges, taking guns, killing themselves. Those are demonic spirits. And those demonic spirits taking over most of the time with tattoos all over their body, trying to identify with a world that is going out the world backwards, and dealing with drama that don't need to be dealt with. All lives matter to God. And what that really means, you're supposed to be mentally, physically fit. People kill themselves because they ain't got enough money, that materialistic. People kill themselves for certain status. But all that is demonic spirits, spirits of magic, the spirit of evil is demonic spirit. So one of the things I'm saying, when I look at the opiate problem, that if you got to give everybody a problem, everybody got to take the problem, something going on, if everybody got to take something to stop drugs, because the willpower to stop drugs. If you got willpower, drugs will stop. But if there ain't no willpower, drugs won't stop. So what I'm saying is because it's the mental breakdown, no peace, no joy, no love. So when you got people that is confused, men, women, young and old, they want a way out. The way they want out is when suicide, killing themselves. The way they want out is trying to escape from reality. Okay, so most of the suburbs of New York, the suburbs of Chicago, the suburbs of California, Ohio, Minnesota, and the suburbs of Jackson, Mississippi, we have more northern people on the drugs. And you say, well, Bishop, where's the cause? The cause and the reason is because to relax of drug laws that the government put in place, so the pharmaceuticals is getting trillions of dollars, getting rich on the death of poor, depressed people. The Rifle Association is getting rich off of dropping guns in the ghetto, and people that are sick taking guns, shooting their friends, shooting their mama, shooting up the schools, shooting up the college. It's because the life expectancy that went down, and because Dr. King said, in the spirit of Dr. Martin, who was shot down and killed because of sick people and because of the boost of racism. and white supremacy. And the boost of the drugs that's being put together in the community. So the drugs that have been put in the community have also come to that effect. So one of the things I'm saying, if you're going to deal with the opiate problem, you got to deal with the psychotic man, the psychotic woman. Why I need to take a pill to rest my nerves. Why I need to take a pill to deal with my wife and my family. Why I need to take a pill to deal on the job. Why I need to get a gun and go shoot everybody in the job because I got a disagreement. Well, the two countries want to shoot a nuclear bomb to destroy everybody because two people ain't getting along, or two countries getting along. We're dealing with evil places and evil things that been going on for centuries. And the way we dealing with that, we are not dealing with it properly. We trying to find an escape. There's no escape but to the Almighty, and the answers are and Ra. And when we get there, we can change things around. What I'm saying to you this morning, this evening, the energy of love for God, love for God so loved the world He gave His only begotten Son. And all religions, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, it all flow from Africa and Egypt, which is together. And for hundreds of years, it survived till the Europeans came over and put a name on Christianity. They put a name on Buddhism. They put a name on Judaism. Then they put a name on Islam. And once they put the name on it, they put a twist on it. So those religions that we were free in Africa, in Egypt, they become the religion that depress us. The Judaism depress us. Islam depress us. Okay? Christianity depress us. It kept us in a depressed condition to where we get suicide, fight each other, and have greed that we have to take pills to come down if we don't progress for us, doctors, lawyers, professors, and if we don't get along with our family, we want to commit suicide. We want to go to the other world. And that's what's happening in America and across this world. The mass of killings over in Africa, the mass of drought and fires all over the country, it's because the lack of love, the lack of people caring about others. Now, how are we going to deal with the drug problem that's going on in America? That problem will be dealt with by not setting up something to stop the drug problem, to deal with the mental institution, the mental part of the mind. That you change the mind, change the set, you'll stop the habit. If the drugs, pharmaceutical, Walgreens, CVS, and all the pharmaceuticals pushing drugs and the doctors okaying it, you're going to constantly have a drug problem because it's trillions of dollars being made. If you give out $2 million or $3 million, ain't nothing when you're making trillions of dollars around the world. And out of that, suicide coming out of that, family misfunction, all of that, and people are lost. We want to praise Winnie Mandela and Martin Luther King, and also Maya Angelou and Harriet Tubman. Those that's on the battlefield fighting in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King today, spirit of Ben Branch, and the spirit of all of them that died in the civil rights. The 50-year anniversary of Dr. King's death should be the 50-year yard of where we go from here. That we shut down the dope houses. We closed down the pharmaceutical that study putting pain pills out, killing people, when the government got an umbrella and protect the pharmaceutical companies, and they got an umbrella to take the drugs and alcohol, so you can't get to them, but they say you got the problem because you taking the alcohol, but the liquor companies is not shut down. that you got the problem when the pharmaceutical is study making trillions of dollars worth of money, and they give you the problem. And this is some of the stuff happening within the medical field. There's a problem within the medical field that this thing is happening, and the only way to deal with it is head on. The only way to deal with it is deal with it from a perspective of doing the right thing, perspective of opening every door, body, mind, soul, and spirit. I'm talking about clairvoyant healing through the word. You heal, you deliver. And that comes from Amun-Ra. That comes from Egypt and Africa. It comes from our ancestors. And when we bring it from our ancestors, we can understand all lives matter. From the cat, the dog, and all animals, life matter. And this is the year of wind, water, fire, and the year of the dog. And the year of the dog is seeking out the answers and dealing with the solution. The answer to the gun problem is so many people are depressed because there's no mental help for them. So many people on pills trying to escape and go to another cycle, and it's not time for them to go. So it's very important for you to understand tonight, all lives matter, and we can be healed as we speak about clairvoyant healing. I mean, you can't see it, but you have to say, I'm healed, I'm delivered. You got to say it. That is no pill, no drugs can stop it. Only go to the garden, go to the fields, and as you go to the field, the herbs that you need that will heal your body, the herb that you need will deliver you, the herb that you need will be a breakthrough for you. And once you receive them, you can go to the next level with them, and you can be all right. So I'm looking for you tonight and this morning, them that download. How do you stop the gun violence? You eliminate the guns. How do you stop the drug problem? You eliminate the drugs and you give therapy to the mind of man and woman. We have a society that's so bent on making money and stop the killing, save the baby. So when you go back, you see where even the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King, he knew it was coming because you got some sick brothers, black and white. They sick because they caught up on materialistic stuff. If I get a new car, get a new home, I get a pocket of money. It don't mean nothing when your mind is being ravished by evil. By you feel that if I take this pill, my nature will come up. I take this pill, I get healed. But there is a new energy coming out that will heal you. And I want to talk to Sister Brightstar up in Minnesota. I want to see can I get her on the line and get her to chime in on the new techniques of healing that will be taking place in the next 20 to 30 years without pills, without any kind of medication, and to jumpstart your body. Your body can heal itself. And jumpstart your mind, where your mind will heal. They call it electronic healing. And I'm going to deal with that electronic healing. I'll be dealing with that in the next future. We'll be dealing with electronic healing and how to work. We will talk about electronic healing a little later on in our segment, All Lives Matter. We're going back to Egypt and Africa and even the pyramid of Giza represent the natural healing process that the ancestors know how to do it, and we're learning the techniques. Our Native American learn how to do it. Now we're coming into where we can learn how to do that electronic healing, and it's very important in order to capture that. And some of the major things that were created by the black man. So when you understand some of the medicine were created from Africa. Most of your surgery was started in Africa. Most of them started in Africa and Egypt before it was a Europe. Before Europe was, when Europe was an ice age. Our people in Africa that was taken care. Then once people come from Africa went over to Europe, because of the thin of the air, they changed and they color changed. So the brothers that's over in Europe that come back to Africa, their ancestors come back and they wanted to colonize, and they were more wicked and more evil because the melanin had dried up. They didn't have no melanin. And because they didn't have no melanin, things had messed up. They didn't have no melanin. And because the melanin left, that left in the melanin. So I want to say to you, because the melanin left, they left. And I want to say to you, all lives matter to God and to the universe and to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac. I want to go deeper to and Ra, the God of all gods, who set everything in place. Body, mind, soul, and spirit. I'm going to share that with you. So that's something good happening, okay? And I thank you for that. You can call me or get in contact with me. All lives matter. Now, this is what happened. On Monday, we have Dr. Martin Luther King movement right here. And on Tuesday, we have Crossover with Ancestry. On Wednesday, Bible class. On Thursday, All Lives Matter. And what we do on Friday is the $1 trillion flow. So you should be a part and a partial of that's going on, where it be a part of you. And we're talking about, we're going to deal with, we're going to get some, and deal with ancient healing from the Native American, ancient healing from some of our Egypt brother, and some of the books that wrote on natural healing and the healing of deliverance. We'll be doing that. So that becomes very important. And so we'll be doing that. Don't forget that this will be a blessing for you, and that will be a door open up for you, and that will be an open door for you. And you might need to call me at 708-582-0372. That's 708-583-0372. I want to be a breakthrough for you, and I want to do a deliverance for you. Call me, and I'm praying for you. And we're going to deal with clairvoyant healing and deliverance today. We're going to deal with it in a special way. I want you to be able to do that.